explain why I think Democrats to win back the U.S. House of Representatives come this November in 2026. So right now we're looking at the Kalshi betting markets map. This map gives a prediction market on a range everywhere from safe red to safe blue. It has each district highlighted with the colors for that designation. There are quite a few that have already been locked up for one party or the other in the safe and likely column. Democrats are sitting at 226 seats with this prediction, and they only need 218 to win control of the House. So the prediction markets certainly put Democrats with the edge of winning back the House. The betting market for the entire House map has Democrats with a little over 80% chance of winning. And this map, the Kalshi betting markets one, has Democrats sitting in a pretty strong position. This is not the current makeup of the U.S. Congress. For that, we can go over here. This is what the Democrats and Republicans are sitting at the moment. Democrats have lost the majority. Republicans were able to gain it. They're sitting at 219 seats. There are quite a few seats here that Republicans are looking like they will end up losing. There, especially in California, where there was redistricting, gerrymandering, whatever you want to call it. But there are quite a few examples of that, and definitely seats for Democrats too, where the maps used to look more favorable. Now Democrats are going to be fighting an uphill battle, and that came to fruition in states like Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, well, not so much Georgia, North Carolina, Alabama, and Mississippi. Quite a few states that Democrats have lost ground in, but this Kalshi betting markets map has Democrats sitting at 226. It is really interesting how few actually competitive seats there are in the true toss-up column, at least according to the prediction markets. This is virtually 50-50, hard to make a call either way. It has only there are only 6 seats in the true toss-up column. It looks like there's one in Florida, one in Virginia, one in North Carolina, one in Texas, a couple just around the U.S., but really very few. Republicans also, interestingly enough, have quite a few in the likely red column, considerably more than double than what Democrats have in the likely blue column, 66-30. And that is for a couple of reasons. For one, these districts, generally, it's looking like a good year for Democrats. And even if they weren't redistricted, they used to be prior safe districts for Republicans. But Democrats are looking like they will significantly outperform Republicans come this November, which puts them in a good position where these districts are going from safe to likely red. There are also a slightly different example where there have been some states with districts that have been drawn to be safe red. A couple examples of this, we have seats in Texas as well as Florida, as well as North Carolina throughout the U.S. South, Tennessee, 2 seats there, Missouri, 1 seat there. These have been drawn to result in a flip from blue to red, but it is looking like they will be narrower. I think the most likely outcome is that these maps that were drawn to elect Republicans will most likely do that, but the margin is going to be an interesting story to keep an eye on. In Texas, where there's probably the biggest example of this, there are quite a few in the likely and even lean column that Republicans are probably not the happiest about, that things are narrowing up. We have around the major metropolitan areas in Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. There are quite a few in the Republican margin that are probably quite a bit narrower than Republicans really were hoping they would be. And a couple examples of this throughout the South and in other states, but that's going to be the call there. So largely because of that, also generally the party that controls the executive tends to lose control of the House come the midterms. And because Trump, the Republican, holds the presidency, I think that Democrats are well positioned historically to win back the House. We'll have to see what happens, but if I had to call it, I'd call it with a Democratic majority. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.